season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Derek Stingley getting home on the corner blitz.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Haney. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, look at this Arizona defense.
Welcome back, everybody, to State Farms. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Off the RPO, he completes it. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. from the gun. He'll hand this off.
Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's now 3-0 Texans.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is end of the weekend in the NFC. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Murray now. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And the Texans will take over.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Texans send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 to 1st.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Singletary will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. So he had a nice run to get him down there. He was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And here comes the Texans now.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 11. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just about the rules in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You look at the defense for these Texans.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now 2nd and 3.
Murray now to throw.
He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, good move. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
After the sack, you can understand it. Maybe been a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive, and picked up that 1st down in the process.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Murray now running right on the option.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Murray with a 3rd and long. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and the Texans scoop it. Does the big boy have the juice? And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. A big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he returns this to the 22.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
2nd and 7.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Here's Murray.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. Well, that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And here's Jake Bailey now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, this is Haney.
Return team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Murray now on first down.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now Murray throwing on second down. Caught by Wilson.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 33 yards. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. On third down, they're going to run for it here.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That's a screen pass. That's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to forward. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. Javonte Williams, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to throw now on first down.
And this one too low.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. They're going to look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Singletary here running out of the gun.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Murray from midfield. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Murray.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is caught by Dell.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Unsuccessful pass on third down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
Well, a pretty important sequence here, CD. They were trailing in the second half. The interception gives them the opportunity, and the field goal gives them the lead.
And what a clutch play. You love to see guys come through like that. Now it's their game to lose. Time to get back out there and come through with another big stop.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Murray going to throw. His throw incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw is Murray.
That is caught.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Singletary trying the left side. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to lose yardage here as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing now is Murray.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 14. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Singletary again. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Butker's kick here is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The Texans on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's complete to Dell.
No gain on the play. And it's second down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and ready to line the in a tight one-point game.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 2. A little under a minute 50 remaining.
Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. To throw is Murray. Now the ball comes loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
A give to the fullback on the dive. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
And they take a knee. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Houston,
their hopes of a winning campaign stay